Let's talk about something that's woven into the very fabric of our culture: alcohol. I mean, we use it to celebrate, to mourn, to connect with friends, or just to unwind by ourselves. We know it feels good, but we also know there's a darker side. So, what's really going on inside our bodies when we have a drink? And what does it do to us over the long haul?
You know that feeling, right? You get home, it's been a long day, and you crack open a cold one. That first sip feels like it just washes all the stress away. It's a simple, universal pleasure. But have you ever stopped to think about what creates that specific moment? What is actually happening in your brain and body?
To really get why we have this deep relationship with alcohol, we gotta start with the brain. Because that buzz, that warm, fuzzy feeling, it isn't just a vibe, it's a powerful and immediate chemical reaction. So as soon as alcohol hits your brain, it's like it launches this three-pronged attack. First, it hits your GABA receptors, which is basically like pressing the big chill out button on your entire nervous system. At the exact same time, it triggers a flood of dopamine, the pleasure chemical, which is what makes you feel so good. And then it messes with your NMDA receptors, which is why your judgment gets a little fuzzy and maybe you don't remember every single detail the next morning. It's this perfect chemical storm that feels great, but it's also a major disruption of your normal brain function. That feeling is incredibly powerful. And, it turns out, incredibly dangerous. You see, scientists have been taking a hard look at alcohol, and what they've found is forcing us to completely rethink how we classify this thing we drink every day.
And here's where things get really, really interesting. We tend to put alcohol in its own little box, right? It's legal, it's socially acceptable, it's just different. But what happens when you strip away all those social labels and just compare it scientifically to the other drugs we all agree are dangerous narcotics?
Well, this is what happens. This chart is from a major study that compared 20 different psychoactive drugs, and the results are honestly pretty shocking. Just look at the numbers. In terms of pure pleasurable effect, alcohol ranks third, right behind heroin and cocaine. For how addictive it is, it comes in at number 6. But here's the real kicker. For overall social harm, that's everything from healthcare costs to crime, it's number 2. The only drug that causes more overall harm to society is heroin. Let that sink in for a second. So let's just call it what it is. Based on the cold, hard data, its potential for harm, for dependency, for social damage, science classifies alcohol as a top-tier Class 1 narcotic. That beer or glass of wine is in the exact same league as some of the most dangerous substances on the planet. So, now that we know we're dealing with a Class 1 narcotic, what does that actually do to us on the inside? How does our body handle it? Well, the whole process starts in the liver, and this is where you see, on a biological level, that your body treats alcohol as a straight-up poison. Your liver is an incredible machine, but breaking down alcohol is a really dirty job. It happens in 2 main steps. First, enzymes in your liver convert the alcohol into a compound called acetaldehyde. Now, this is the really critical part you need to understand. Acetaldehyde is not just some harmless middle step. It is a highly toxic, cancer-causing substance. It's only after your liver creates this poison that it can finally work to break it down into something harmless called acetate. Ever wondered what's really behind a brutal hangover? It's this stuff, acetaldehyde. That flushed face, the pounding headache, the nausea, that's literally your body having a toxic reaction. But its effects are so much more sinister than a rough morning. It is a known carcinogen that directly damages your cells and your DNA. That's the link between alcohol and cancer. That's the long-term damage in action. And this is the terrifying endgame for some long-term drinkers. When the liver has been forced to process this poison for years and years, it can get so scarred that it just fails. That leads to a condition called hepatic encephalopathy. The toxins, like that nasty acetaldehyde, no longer get filtered out of your blood. They just travel right up to your brain, causing irreversible damage. We're talking severe confusion, coma, and eventually death. It's the direct result of a body that's just been overwhelmed. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That's all for heavy drinkers. I'm fine, I just drink in moderation. For decades, we've all been told that a little bit might actually be good for you. But is that really true? We've all heard this one, right? We've probably even repeated it ourselves. It's the perfect, comforting excuse for that daily glass of wine. But what does the most up-to-date, comprehensive science have to say about this very popular idea? Well, the conclusion is 0. A massive global study published in The Lancet in 2018 looked at data from 195 countries to answer one simple question: what level of drinking minimizes health risks?
And the answer they found was none. Zero. Any small benefit to heart health is completely canceled out by the increased risks of cancer, injuries, and a whole bunch of other diseases. The scientific consensus now is pretty clear. There is no safe amount of alcohol. So, this leaves us with a huge, giant paradox. If alcohol is a class 1 narcotic, if our body treats it like a poison, and if there are literally zero health benefits to drinking it, then why on earth is it so central to pretty much every human culture on the planet?
The thing is, this human drive to alter our consciousness is nothing new. It seems to be a fundamental part of who we are. I mean, you can go back 10,000 years and find our ancestors getting a kick out of fermented fruit. Look at Prohibition in the 1920s. It was a spectacular failure. People will always find a way to get intoxicated. If you take one substance away, we just find another one. It seems we're just hardwired to seek out these experiences.
And maybe this gets to the real heart of it all. Maybe the unfiltered reality of being human, with all the pain and the anxiety and the hardship, is just too much to face completely sober all the time. Alcohol offers a temporary escape hatch. It numbs the pain and takes the edge off of a reality that for a lot of people feels pretty harsh. So that's the unsettling truth we're left with. It's a poison. We know it's a poison, but we embrace it. For so many of us, it feels like a necessary tool to cope with the struggle of just being alive. It is, without a doubt, the poison most beloved by humanity. And the real question isn't just about alcohol itself. It's about what our complicated, dangerous love for it really says about us.